So you got approved by Upwork, completed your profile, and now you're trying to figure out how to land your first job or a gig. Look no further. In today's video, I'm gonna share with you guys a few ideas and strategies that I used to land my first client just a few months ago. Hey, this is Konrad, Yerba, Addict here, and let's start with the first one. So the first thing is to figure out the right keyword search to find the relevant jobs for the skill that you have or for the work that you want to do. And what I mean by that is when you want to search for jobs, you can look through categories, but you can also add an actual keywords, because when you just select the category, let's say you are a copywriter, then you can just select the category of writing and something. There's like a content and writing, I think, category on Upwork. And then that's just gonna list you all the jobs that were posted most recently. And then just to browse through them and find the right one, that's gonna take you ages. So to speed things up, you just gotta figure out, you gotta go through it first a few times and find the right, like, what are some keywords that the clients are using when they post jobs that you want to land. So like, are they using copywriting? What else? Like copywriting, writing, copy, direct response, maybe marketing. Like, what are the specific words? And then you can create a search with brackets. You can select a specific search that will just filter out only jobs in that category with those specific keywords. And that's gonna save you a lot of time. Honestly, that's gonna save you hours of time every day just through simply filtering out the non-relevant jobs. But before you do that, you actually have to figure out, like, what kind of jobs do you want to land. So first you have to go through the pains of actually looking through all the jobs and seeing which ones are good, which ones are not. The ones are good, what keywords do they have, and then use them, make a list of them in your notebook in Google Docs, and then off you go. The next thing is to try to be at the beginning, especially, but I would say if you plan to have a bigger future, that's something you have to always keep in mind, is to be super active. Basically, what you have to try to do is always be one of the first few people to apply to the job. So you gotta either be there all the time, or you can also use something that's called RRS feed. I'm gonna make a separate video on that to notify you on your email when the new job is posted. But that's like one of the most important things. One is because the faster you apply, the less competition you have. So when in the first hour only 2 people apply and the client looks, he's just gonna see you, so the higher chance he's gonna take you into consideration. And the other aspect is that when you apply faster, then you also rank higher when the client is actually browsing through that. So definitely always try to be active. Also, I think Upwork really rewards people who are active on the platform. So even if you're not using Upwork, just always try to keep it open in your browser. Try to use it as much as you can throughout the day. And yeah, that's gonna help you land more jobs. The third thing, and I would say that's the most important and most overlooked element, which is so simple, is that instead of trying to send like 1 to 3 proposals every other day, try sending at least 15 proposals for like a couple weeks, and then try to make a judgment if Upwork is for you, if it's possible or not. There's too many people out there who go into Upwork freelancing and they expect, I don't know what they actually expect. They expect that with no prior work experience on the platform, so the client cannot see anything. With no experience on actual platforms, so how to land good jobs, with bad proposals, and also sending maybe like 1 to 2 proposals a day, that this is the way to really figure out if this is something for them. But the honest truth is that you have to really dedicate yourself for quite a while. You have to send, at least a dozen proposals each day for a couple weeks to really test your idea if this is a niche that is in demand on Upwork, if you can land anything, if this is for you, what money you can expect, and to actually land your first job and do the proper test, you need a couple of weeks minimum of sending proposals every day. That's number one thing. And also sending, at least 10, 15 or 20 proposals each day. And I know a lot of you guys are going to say, oh, this costs a lot of connects, but that's what it takes. You have to invest a little bit of money to really figure out if it's going to work for you. It's still a lot cheaper than, I don't know, starting a business or creating a website or anything like that. So think of it this way. Think of it that still, the connects are still like one of the cheapest ways to figure out if like freelancing is for you, if what you are selling is in demand, if clients are willing to pay for it. So if you follow my advice, you're gonna stand a lot higher chance of landing your first job. And last bonus tip is to try applying to different types of jobs in the beginning. What I mean by that is that you might have some very specific idea of what you are trying to sell, of what like clients are looking for. But in some cases, it might be that you slightly need to pivot because Upwork has its own kind of ecosystem and it's a bit different than all the other platforms or normal job market. So clients sometimes also might be looking for something that's a little different, but when you apply to it and when you actually talk to them, it might be that they might be looking for what you offer. So example of that is I used to sell cold email, and I could just look for people searching for cold email. And that would be okay, but this is very limited. Not that many people are looking specifically for that, but there's a lot of people looking for B2B lead generation, looking for LinkedIn lead generation, looking for other types of other ways of getting clients in the B2B space. And it might be that they're just not well informed that they're looking for something, but when you jump on a call with them or you talk to them, that you can change their mind, that you can show them, or you can first learn about their business, and then you can show them that, hey, maybe your thing is better, maybe cold email is better for them. So try at the beginning also expanding your search and try applying to different types of jobs that may be relevant, and try to talk with those people. So at least get some people answering on Upwork, even if you don't get on a call with them, and then you will have more information whether your theory and your idea, your hypothesis is correct, and if you should go this way or that way or another, or maybe you should completely change the platform or how you're trying to land your job. So this is it for me when it comes to my tips for landing your first job on Upwork. And as the last thing, I'm gonna leave you guys with a question. So how many proposals do you send each day? Let me know in the comments how many proposals do you typically send each day, and I will try to also answer them and give you maybe some other tips if you have some other questions. So thanks a lot for watching this video, and I will see you in the next episode. See you.